sweet. Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if it's your first time here. My name is Terry or Theresia, and in today's episode of My Life in Munich, I want to introduce to you Linda. She was in one of my classes at LMU about a year and a half ago, Introduction to American Common Law, and she was such a bubbly, adventurous girl. I mean, after her Erasmus, she went back to Italy, and then shortly after that, she was in Madrid on another Erasmus, which is basically a semester abroad, but she's moved to Munich, fell in love, but she'll fill you in on the details. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy this episode. She talks about, adjusting from Italy to Munich, what makes Munich so special in her eyes. So I hope you guys enjoy this one. Let's just give the mic to Linda. So yeah.
Hi, I'm Linda. I'm 22 years old, and thanks for the invitation.
Yeah, thanks for being here. How long have you been living in Munich?
Oh, now, so I first got here in March 2017. But I recently got back, there's a break in between, like a break of a year and a half, let's say. And yeah, I was first here on an exchange project in university, on an Erasmus exchange, then got back to work, and I'm planning on staying here for a good while still. I really love this place, so.
Is that okay?
Yeah. Italian. No, honestly. Sono italiana, da un paesino tra Milano e Torino, abbastanza in mezzo al nulla. So, not so close to any city, but yeah. La campagna non è male. Si sta bene in campagna. I loved it. I literally loved it. I found such, great support from teachers. Honestly, even when you have some issues, even serious issues, anyone's willing to help you. I found a really good group of friends. I was living in the Olympic Village, so we were basically living all together, and still in different small houses in the bungalows in Olympia Park, but still we were all together. So we had our little community. You wouldn't need the phone to ring the bell to each other and just have dinner together. So that was pretty cool, such a close group of friends. Actually, I wasn't having many big expectations. I had a little bit of a taste of Germany in Berlin and Potsdam 2 years ago, because I spent a month there for a language course in summer. I knew I really liked the lifestyle, but I wasn't really expecting so much in a mindset, I'm gonna move to this country, I wasn't definitely expecting that. I was it's gonna be a great experience. Who knows if it's gonna go on or anything. It just came all by itself. This city gets into you really slowly, but really deep, I would say. Because it happened to many other friends of my same Erasmus semester, and many are back here, many are not, but would love to be, and yeah, it got deep into us, all of us, definitely. It's just a question of, it's just a matter of getting used to things. Having an open mindset, I would say, which is something I feel sometimes we are lacking a bit in Italy. It would be really nice to open our horizons and be a little bit more open-minded and getting used to new stuff, being used to change and to new stuff. Here, for sure, at the beginning was a tiny difficult, especially when I still wasn't speaking a lot of German, especially even in really small daily stuff with healthcare and this kind of stuff that, for example, was kind of difficult. I had an accident, and it was kind of difficult to explain in German what I was feeling with the confusion of the accident and not knowing German medical terms. So it was pretty difficult, but still, it's something if one is open-minded, one gets used to that, and that couldn't be easier, I swear. It is, I would say, being such a big city, really big, with anything you could do: theater, cinema, concerts, clubs, cafes, really beautiful cafes, restaurants, anything one would possibly need, and for many different interests. But still being quiet and livable without being too chaotic. I really love that aspect of Munich.
How many languages do you speak?
Okay, that's so I speak 4 languages, including my mother language. So I speak Italian, of course, English, Spanish, and German. Oh, that's definitely something I wouldn't do at home. Possibly is like just sitting in a park, like the Englischer Garten, and just drink a beer with friends till late and sit there quietly, or especially bathing in the Eisbach in summer. That's something really cool, even if it would be forbidden, but that's so much a tradition, not even the authorities really care that. Well, for sure, going to beer festivals and being authentic, you know, like not those fake things there are around the world to imitate the Oktoberfest. And to be honest, the Wiesn is not even my favorite. Like, being around in the countryside of Munich and going to smaller festivals, countryside Volksfeste is so good. Like, I find it so nice, like much more intimate. There's less tourists. It's much more fun.
How would you describe Linda's life in Munich?
Oh, that's difficult. That's really much difficult. There's so many aspects of my life here. Like, I really love live music, and I would say this city has a lot to offer. I wouldn't have so many opportunities to see so much live music of any kind as here. Being able to just like walk out and like have a cafe without taking the car, walking around the city and seeing people, that's something that really makes me feel alive, because like where I live there's literally no one. But seeing people is always nice, you know, having a coffee together or just calling a friend and be like, hey, be there in 10 minutes, instead of being like, hey, I will take an hour to get there by car. That's always nice. And yeah, as said before, it's such a quiet but yet livable city, and it's full of life and stuff to do. So I like to take every occasion I can to do stuff. I'm kind of hyperactive, I would say, myself. So yeah, I would say that traveling that much definitely doesn't make you be stuck in your own comfort zone, but especially opens your mind. Like, it makes you see that there's not just what you've been used to, but there's different people, different cultures, habits, food, music. Like, I definitely really like to like not stop at the touristic stuff. It might be cliche right nowadays to say, yeah, I don't like to stop at the touristic stuff when I visit some place, but to me it's really much like that. I really like, oh, there you go, there's a spot no one has been like suggesting me to. I'll try that. Opening your mind about anything that could be possible, you really live better, in my opinion. You really live with the mindset, oh, there's also something different than what I see, and respect that. I feel that if you see that in person, you're more likely to respect that instead of judging that, which is something that nowadays, especially with social media, I see that so much. It's so easy to judge others instead of respecting and letting live, and especially being kind is not a thing today. I'm always of the belief that like being kinder and do something small for someone else, even if you don't really know them, or just like a smile to someone in the metro, it's always something good. Instead of judging someone behind the screen, if we wouldn't do that nowadays, it would be such a better world, I would say. Like, honestly, being kind doesn't cost anything. Living kinder doesn't cost anything to you, and you will get that back eventually. I'm pretty sure about that.
Yet again, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of My Life in Munich. Be sure to subscribe and like. I know I hate saying that because it's like if you enjoyed the content on this channel, you would just naturally subscribe and you would naturally like, but still it's just like a natural habit to say. But nevertheless, I hope you guys have a great day, evening, night, wherever it is you are in the world, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.